I like that sketchy way. It was a hard headline to write because there's so many. It's a complicated thought to me, and writing headlines, but a complicated thought into something cohesive that people can understand is sometimes pretty hard. But I keep trying because unfortunately in the internet and social media, it's all about headlines. Man, if you don't have a headline, nobody's going to pay attention to you. And that's why we all fight to figure out that headline will get people's attention. And I believe in my work, what it does, and what it can do for other people. So I'll fight hard to find out how to, educate people about programs, and particularly programs like this for millionaires. I mean, do you realize millionaires are getting away with not paying over $1 trillion? Well, actually, it's 600 billion to $1 trillion. They don't pay. They're just not paying. And most of us will pay, right? Because we know we live here and that's our dues to join the club. But millionaires are always finding a way to do that, to get out of paying their way. And they get so much out of America because of what it is. And so many of them are afraid to, I guess, pay their share to keep it going. And they're paying, they always think too much, but they make so goddamn much. Most people are just getting by and can't even do that. Particularly now with the hard times coming, people are not getting by. And the reasons millionaires aren't paying the taxes, and they estimate that there's like 600 billion to $1 trillion every year that goes uncollected by the IRS. Why does it go uncollected? Because Trump is cutting out all the people that get paid to collect the money. I mean, that's where we should be hiring people, not firing people. You have people there that could get us as a country an extra $1 trillion. So maybe it's the low end, 600 billion. Man, that's all the budget cut they're doing in Medicaid. So all the things they're trying to save in Medicaid, because they're taking out $1 trillion there, but that's over 10 years. This is a year, $1 trillion per year. Could pay for that extra Medicaid for people that need that money. But no, we fired the people whose job it is to collect it. It's just, and we'll go after the person who shouldn't collect their food stamps. And we'll hire those people to collect the people who's cheating on food stamps, but we won't hire the people who's cheating on taxes. And that's $1 trillion, man. There's no other bigger opportunity to close our budget, I think, than collecting unpaid taxes. Man, that we're going around collecting, trying to cut here, cut there, whatever, $1 billion there, $1 billion there. Here's $1 trillion. God damn. $1 trillion. And nobody's doing anything about it. They're ignoring it. Why? Guess who runs the country? Yeah. And so it's so easy to become cynical. But more importantly is that people worry about taxes. So if you can't afford to pay your taxes, now, see, there are programs for that. That's what, America is a wonderful place because for people who need help, it's there. It doesn't work all the time, but it's there. You don't have to cheat like the rich people do because there's not programs for rich people not to pay taxes. There are programs for people who don't have money to pay their taxes. So we got programs. We got programs there for people who can't afford to pay their what do you call it? Child support. We got programs there who can't afford to pay their student aid. The student loans. And by the way, there's 13 programs there. So you have to get out to the student loan people. Let's go studentaid.gov and try to find out about all those 13 programs. And don't respond to anybody on the internet who finds you. Anybody who's looking for you and going to help you with your student loans, they're going to make money. They're going to make money off you. If you have money, fine. But you probably don't. You owe loans. You don't have money to spend on these people. So don't, just ignore them. Only go to offices that are .org or .gov. That's government or nonprofit organization. Plenty of people help you for free. And they'll help you and give you, and see, the best thing about those people that help you for free is they have your well-being in mind. They want to help you find out decide what's best for you. The people who are going to, find you through emails or DMs, they're going to tell you what's good for them, not what's good for you. They're going to make it sound like it's really good for you, but it's really just good for them. You don't know for sure if it's good for you, but they'll tell you and talk to you and make it sound like it's so good for you, you can't find anything. And we're all lazy people, so, oh, that sounds good, I'll try that. No, please don't. You can't do that. And you have options, but the options are not advertised. People go to Google and try to find help, and you can't do that. Please don't go to Google for help, because people there are all just there to help themselves. I mean, I'm sure they have some heart and they're trying to do it, but they're going to frame it in a way that they're the best thing for you in the world. And they're not. They can't be. There's always alternatives, particularly in America. Man, look, we have 200 billion websites or whatever the hell it is now. And that's what you're going to get. You're going to get hundreds of millions of websites to get help. And every one of them will want to convince you that they are your savior. They're the ones that are going to save you from the cruel people in the world. Fuck, they're the cruel people. They're taking your money when you have options that you don't know about. And options of people who are not biased, that they have to make money off you. See, what's so wonderful about America, that we have 40% of everything in America is people that are helping you find out what's good for you, not what's good for them. Ooh, that's a headline. I always got to look for a headline. My whole day is that people help you find what's good for you, not good for them. I mean, I'm the same. I'm trying to frame myself. Hey, this is the best thing you'll see since sliced bread. It probably is, but that's a biased opinion. And it's biased by a couple of reasons. One, I like paying my rent. Two, I've been studying this stuff for 50 years, and I always wanted the government to do this. I always thought I could find a way to make a living, that the government should be doing what I'm doing, not me, because these are government programs. If they're my programs, then yes, but they're not my programs. They're our programs, because we both live in America. There are programs, okay? And that's what's very Millionaire. Oh, how nice of you to say that. There are programs, and we live in a community, and we're here to help each other. And really, I mean, what's amazing about America, 40% of America is set up that way. 40% of America is set up for people to help each other. And we do that with nonprofit organizations and government offices. They're all free. They'll never charge you money. They'll ask for a donation, but they won't charge for their services or the money they give you. And as a result, they don't have advertising money to let you know they're there. So you have to find that out. You have to find we're there. And that's what Let's Go Help is. And by the way, we have a $1 offer. Okay. Every once in a while, what we do is you could try us now, because we normally charge $20 a month. And that's unlimited. When you pay $20, you never get another bill from us for anything, except next month. And my personality, he's just a caring, loving. Oh, how more nice of you to say that, Richard. But my heart hurts of all the hurt that's out there. People are hurting terribly, and they're going to be worse now because of the meanness that's in the government now. I mean, they're treating people like they're I was going to say like immigrants, unfortunately. That's enough. You know, I think France is going to take that Statue of Liberty back. You know, France is looking for a way to take back the Statue of Liberty. Remember, because there it says, give us your tired, your poor, your whatever, you know, to come America and make America great again. No, we're, you know, putting you in cages now. Just terrible. And so, but America isn't like that. And I know most of us not. I mean, and people act that way because, I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck I do things for. How can I tell what somebody else does things for? But it's important to help people. And that's all I know. As I get older, the most important thing to do is help people. And that's all. I'll keep doing this until I die. I swear to God, as long as I have the energy to do this. And if I can't do this, it would really perplex me to say why the hell I'm here. You know? Taking up space. There's so many things to do and so many things we could all do, no matter what our skills are, no matter what our background is. You don't need credentials to do anything. No, you just need gumption. And because even if you have credentials or whatever, that's just different things you could do. You gotta always find things to do with you. And like now, even starting your own business, I think that's easy, then you don't have to kiss somebody's ass. But you may want to be doing some kind of work that requires that, so you do it. Because so you could do your best. I mean, to me, life is sharing the best stuff you have inside for the rest of us. So when you find out how good you are at something, you could get better at that comes natural to you. At the moment, about 10 degrees Celsius, Fresh gave you the Statue of Liberty in 16 boats. Really? I don't know what 10 degrees Celsius means. We're about 75 degrees here. It's really nice. Same here. At 13th September, we have a big match in London. Oh, I see. I spent 2 weeks in France a couple of weeks ago. I had a great time. It opened my heart a lot. You know, I mean, France is a magic city, but even the people I was with, and getting away from work and reading a book on art and how art affects your brain, which was wonderful. I returned 70 soon, and I'm charming to go to Asia and become an independent missionary to be able to help many poor people as possible. Well, good for you. I return 70 soon. I mean, you turn 70, not return. I'm 82, and I have that energy. I don't think age. Sure, there's certain things I can't do, like run. And I have the muscles and bones to do it, but I don't have the brain. My brain doesn't have fast enough. I've been tripping every time I do that. So I had to stop that. Wow, that's cool, though, to get there, but sadly, I had a heart operation. Next door warm, and I have Wolf Parkinson White syndrome. Wow, you know, because if you're bedridden or whatever, or other programs that will help you. You know, you could work part-time and on the internet. That's what I feel. If I was incapable of doing much physically, now on the computer, I could be laying in bed, and even if I'm doing an hour a day, it's helping people. Come to help people. In England, we're having it bad. Yeah, well, I think we're becoming England. You had your day, right? You ruled the world for a long time in England, and now we did it for a long time, and it looks like our turn is coming to a close. But it is, there's always something to do, always something to help. I mean, I like when I started this new business, I was wondering how would people like me helping them or whatever? And so I went into this website called Clarity, C-L-A-R-I-T-Y. Clarity, C-L-A-R-I-T-Y, F-M. FM, Franks, like FM radio. So Clarity, C-L-A-R-I-T-Y, F-M. That's how I started this business, because I wasn't sure, hey, I used to sell books on it. And I said, would people be interested in one-on-one help to find out about this stuff. And not just write a book. I sold millions of books, but nobody did anything because they had to do something, and it wasn't writing a book that they wanted to do. And so I said, well, how about one-on-one help? And by the way, our Let's Go Help thing, we have $1 offer now. So today until the August 25th on midnight, you could join us for 5 days for $1 and get unlimited one-on-one help for 5 days on finding all the grants that you're eligible for. One-on-one help, 5 days. And then after that, it's $20 a month. But it's a good way to put your toe in the water to see if this is for you. The only thing you can't do, I mean, every day we have 3 to 5 hours a day of experts, actually they're members, that are available to ask questions, and they tell you how they got the money, okay? So that to me is just a big thing. So you got 3, 4, 5 hours a day that you can ask people the questions about how they got the money and pay only $1 to do that. I used to charge 20,000, you know, rich people pay anything. So when I was starting that, would people want that? And people who don't have a lot of money, I know people, I could sell this to, like I did, Fortune 500 companies, and I was making millionaires into billionaires. I didn't want to do that. They didn't even need the money. That's what pisses me off. And the people in this country, 90% of the people need that money. 90% of people can't make the ends meet, and they need that. It's going to get worse in the next couple of months, years, or whatever, particularly the cowboys in the White House now. And he's mean, too, to boot. And that's and most people aren't, and we all have a mean side and a gene that could work at certain times like that. I know I've shown mine, but it doesn't have to be. And that's why I say 40% of our country is made up of people who are not mean, that are giving, that are loving, that give you things for free. They give you free help, free money for you to have a better life. But they don't advertise, so you don't know. And so you see the bad stuff that the mean people tell you about on the internet, and you think they're all like that. No, they're not. And you can get help. Well, here's a way to help. Okay. So the fellow who just wrote that he's probably bedridden with a disease and don't know. Well, if you have any kind of knowledge about anything, maybe you like to make pizza, or you have some kind of skill, you're a coach, or anything. You could do that on the internet so easy, or even just on the phone. And Clarity is a way to start for free. See, if you join Clarity, what they do, people will make an appointment to get advice from you, and they charge by the minute. So you could put how much you want to pay and charge. You want charge $1 a minute, or $10 a minute, or $100 a minute? I charged at the time $1 a minute to see. And so it would be $60 an hour, but if they say 10 minutes, it'd just be $10. Now the service takes about 10-15%, but that's okay, because they got everything there. You don't have to worry about anything. And it's not going to cost you a nickel. All of a sudden you're in business, you're an expert. I'm an expert in reading, or anything you want, making pasta, anything, and gardening, to give help to other people. And you don't have to be the smartest, person on the block. No, you just have to be a little smarter than the person asking the question. See, all the time, we're our own worst enemy in doing something, because we know something a lot and we wish we were perfect at it, but we're not. You're never going to be that. And the only way you're going to realize that you're okay is when people ask you a question and, oh shit, I answered that, and they're happy. I wonder why. I don't know shit. And because your standards are high for you, but they just have to go up to level 2. They're at level 1, and you're maybe 4 or 5. That's all you need. You don't even need that. You just be at level 3 and you're pretty covered. That's all you need. And you don't know it. And so you just don't charge them if they're really pissed off, and they don't think that you gave them, well, give your money back. It doesn't cost you anything. But you'll learn. This is the best way to learn. You want to learn how to start a business and sell yourself whatever the hell you have. You learn that way, do that. That's right. Don't go out and become the expert and they say, now I'm there. No, shit, no. Start making money to become the expert. You could do that. You just don't go to real expert people, and they won't come to you. So don't worry. The people who think you're nice will come to you, and the people who know more than you, they know you don't know shit, and they won't call you. Don't worry. And you just hang up that shingle. Willy Wonka gave away to meet with you and go out of town with you. Sequoia, really? Is that what did Willy Wonka have? I forget what was it, magic something or other, a coupon or whatever. Are you are you in DC? Candy bars. Oh, that's right. I'm a brand new member. I would somehow be willing to help me get started to learn how to navigate. Okay, Josh, we have lots of stuff there. I think the first thing you want to do, Josh, is go over to Unlock Your Goals. On the left-hand side is something called Unlock Your Goals. And go there, and if it's starting a business, like I've been talking about it, if you want to be a consultant to see if you, and it's not a consultant. Consultant then sounds like you need something. See, the problem with consultants to me is that they pretend they know everything, and they don't, see, but they have to pretend they know everything so they could charge you more money, but they really don't. And so they don't admit it, and that's why then you get pissed off when they can't answer your question. So you could be a consultant, but honest. If I don't answer your question, then don't worry. That's cheaper than doing any other research or shenanigans you think you have to do, or some expert tells you you have to do. And it's honest, There's just too much advertising bullshit in this country. Sequoia, I hope we can meet you before you go. In 10 years, I got 10 years. I had an ice cream party downstairs yesterday. It was great. And I live in a building about 70 people, so we must have had about 30 down there. Free ice cream. And we have 4 or 5 hours of people just talking and knowing each other in the building. So you don't go in the elevator and say nothing and look at the floor until it's your time to get out of the elevator, So I do that a lot. I have 2 times a year we have rock and roll bands in front of the apartment building. So we have a dance party. And that's fun. Where was I? Oh, starting your own thing. So that's you have an idea for anything. Oh, and by the way, I was giving an answer to a member. Where do you go? So go to Unlock My Goals on the left-hand side, and look for the tab for Start My Business. And then you talk to people. Every one of those things will tell you who to talk to start, who to talk to locally. It's not about going to the internet and finding a website to fill out an application. It's about finding experts in your city that are there free to help you think through how to solve your problem. That's how you get solved. Because you just reading words, you can't. You don't know enough. And if one person doesn't help you have to know them, because there's dozens and dozens of people. How much do you love the smell of, I don't know what that little thing is. I am a drummer in reggae band. Great. Well, just say you teach drumming. That's it. Go to somebody's house, whatever. I'm a drummer. You teach it. And there's platforms for that too. So you sign up and people will find you. It takes effort, so the more you have to push, and they're not going to come to you just because you signed up. You have to do some work, but that's all free too. I'm a felon. Can I still get grants? Yes, you can. There's a lot of money for felons. Now, whatever you want to do as a felon, go to findhelp.org. And we have felons in the White House. They're convicted felons even. So don't let this stop you from doing anything. Look at what you could do as a felon, even a convicted felon. You can become president. I am gay. Is that okay? It's great. I am a red joker. Don't know that. I practice 59. I practice every 59 and started when I was 11 when in Scouts. Oh, are you the drummer, Richard? Yeah, well, take that drumming. Do something. That's something that you like to do. The Magic Man 1000. Yes. Yeah, look at how you could start you don't need money to start a business. People will tell you that, but you don't. You just get smarter and do it without money. Like I just told you how to become an expert. Clarity.com. You want to sell something. Go for $20, you get a store on Etsy and just put one picture of it there and start selling that picture. You don't need anything. You don't need me to LLC. You don't need anything. You don't need money. Love you, mate. Thank you, Edward. It's true. Am I supposed to take you seriously? You could take anything you want. Change the channel. Is there a program to help you pay your taxes? Yes, Maria. Here's the thing. Go to irs.gov and then put in offer in compromise. Offer in compromise. irs.gov/offer in compromise. Now here's a free report that you could use that has that and about a dozen other places that you don't have to pay back your bills. And this would be like student loans or money owed the bank or all kinds of things that you get free. Money owed the SBA, you couldn't pay your business loan. There are programs for all this stuff. Your taxes, state taxes, real estate taxes. It's all there, but they don't advertise, so you don't really know. Let's see, I think I just, where is it? I see that it flipped the camera on me. That's what it is. And here's the free download for all those programs. It's called Tiny, Tiny. I'll put it here in the chat on Let's Go Help. Tiny, Tiny, url.com/Lesko, Lesko, forgiveness. For goodness sakes. tinyurl.com/forgiveness. Okay. Go there, you'll see the IRS thing there and a whole bunch of other ones, so you don't have to pay. You're right, opportunity is there. It is everywhere, but it's so frustrating. But if you're getting beat up in life, you don't think so because everything you're doing, you're getting beat up on it. So you have to stop what you've been doing and try another strategy. You don't keep going down. You keep getting back up, but you don't do the same thing. So I can post my art in Etsy and people will buy it. You could post your art and people can buy it. Now, what happens, you have to find out ways to get people to come and look at it. And that's what you want to do is get the free help that's out there. And you're a member, Malusi, so go over to Unlock My Goals and you'll see one for starting a business, and it'll show you how to find the free experts in your area that will help you there. So you do Etsy, put that on, like I'm helping a friend who has a great poster of a woman, she's sort of suggestive and her top is bare, but she has two things not covering her breast. They're sort of like Target things, and it's a great thing. So what I did, I said, oh, here's how to do that. Take that image that you like so much, and she designed herself, and I told her to go to, and I did it for her really, Printful, 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 I think it's one L, Printful, maybe two L's, .com. Okay, you could set up a store there for free, okay? And so you take your image. Now, if you don't know how to do something with an image and put it on there, then they'll help you too. Or another way to do that, what I do is I go to Fiverr.com. You could find somebody there for like $20 probably that will take your image, put it on, make a store for you, and put that t-shirt on there for you to sell. So it costs you nothing but $20, and then maybe $20. Oh, on Printful, you don't need Etsy. But actually, maybe you would need Etsy, yeah, because then it would fill through Printful. So you'd pay $20 for Etsy, $20 for the artist to put the image on Printful, which will be your storefront, then would be Etsy. And people would come to Etsy because millions of people are coming over there all day. So it's like being in a mall, you know. But you're going to take work, it's going to take work on your side to get people in the mall to stop at your store. So, but you could do that for free too. And that's why you get free consulting help at these organizations that are in your city and state that will help you do that for free. They're nonprofit organizations that help businesses start from the ground up or big businesses that grow. And they're there to help you. And you could, and I would call 2, 3, 4 of them. You know, why not? Another thing to do if you have something to sell to the government, you know, like maybe you make pasta, the best pasta in the world, or the best whatever, or jewelry, handmade jewelries. Well, the government has stores all over the world, PXs. You could get in their stores, and there's another government offices that just specialize in that, getting your small business into all their stores. And that's called Apex Accelerator, APEX. Oh, I better write this up here. I'll screw it up. So it's APEXACCELLOR. Excel. Apex Accelerators US. There it is, yeah. Okay, so here you can get free consultants there to figure out how to get your product in those stores or how to sell your service to the government. You could be a massage therapist. The government buys more of any kind of service. I saw that they helped a freelance priest get a couple $1,000s there. Where do you get help for my child to pay for tuition already? Try and find help. Well, depends on where you found, what you've found and find help. Is this tuition for what? For college or what? Garcia, Miss Garcia, I guess. Is that college tuition you need? College, okay. So you want to go over to Unlock My Goals, okay? On the left-hand side, maybe I could get that up for you and see where that is, what am I looking for? Okay, let's go help 2, all right. So go there. And over there, Unlock My Goals, we had one for careers. That would be career, because that's for education and training and things like that. Okay, here's the link. And you follow that. And again, it's calling people and making appointments. Calling people and making appointments. Calling people. See, we're not used to doing that. We want to just find a website and fill out the goddamn application, right? I mean, you could try that, but it probably won't work. And there's no guarantee my thing will work. But it'll be nobody could guarantee you'll get money. Yep. But you have a hell of a lot better chance by talking to people than just understanding. Because I mean, when somebody writes something in bureaucratese, and they try, but you're never going to understand it. So you have to talk to people to really find. And then also, they'll tell you the other places that aren't listed, because that's what they know. Or the other places that are better than theirs. And they know that better than theirs. It's like asking a plumber. You know, somebody who only fixed one toilet, they're not going to know a whole lot. Somebody who fixed 100 toilets, they've seen it coming and going, right? And they know other things. Oh, yeah, you need this. Oh, yeah, this guy over there does that. You know, that's what you want. So people who solve a lot of those problems. Louvre, I have been getting singing. I will be going singing for money finally. So great, being new to me because I am also quite nice. I have some quite nice skills, but wasn't believing in myself enough before. I'm going to be uncontrollable, but I love it. That's right, Lou. You just do the goddamn thing, and even if it's singing on the corner for nobody and pass the hat around, you just do it. And any legal problem, anything like that, you get free help to do that. Don't let somebody, make you sign some agreement, and that means you'll have to give your first 3 kids away or something. No, you don't do that. You get professional help, because people in business, if it's, no commitment, fine. But if someone's going to have you sign a paper, or you're worried about taxes, or you're worried about something, no, get free legal help, free management help, free publicity help by going to Americas, AMERICAS, and then SBDC.org. Americas, AMERICAS, SBDC.org. Go there, okay, and make an appointment with a counselor. They're free. They're in every county to get help. And there's more of those people around too. What did you think of Andy Diggs? I thought it was great. He did it better than me. What country would you love to travel to? I just went to Paris. I don't know. I've been hearing, one of my kids were in Copenhagen. They loved it. And then I was talking to another guy I made do some business with in Copenhagen. He loved it. I'm happy here. This is the people. My heart's here. My grandparents came here to make it better, and now we're a declining America. But I think my obligation, because America made me what I am, that I have an obligation to stay and try to help it be better, and I believe in America so much. Is this money free for seniors? It's free for everybody, man. I'm 82 yet. 82, yes, for everybody. Or 12 or 8, anything. No, there are a lot of problems. Most important thing in life is working on problems and helping other people. So I think I do my best work here. I'm a mechanical trader and technologist. How can I raise funds to establish my trading system? Well, the same way you do anything else is find free mentors to do that. Now, I have a report that I'll show you 50, 60 places to get money to start any kind of business where you are. Okay, you gonna write this down? I hope so. Go to tiny, TINY, URL.com/ so that's tiny, TINY, URL.com/Lesko, LESKO, local, LOCAL, business, tiny, URL.com/Lesko, LESKO, local, LOCAL, business. And that will show you how to find 40 or 50 organizations where you live that will help you do that. You have to then get on the phone and start calling every one of them. Sounds easy, but it's going to be a pain in the ass. So that's why we have lesgohelp.com. What we do there, we have 15,000 people that help each other get what they need in life. So you have people like you have done that before, or in the process of doing it, help you and tell you, share their stories and what they found worked and things like that. Not me, because I don't do this stuff. I just read about it and tell you it's there. So it's the members that make our community very important. They're helping each other. They volunteer. Like every day we have 3, 4, 5 hours of people that are live that you could ask questions of, okay? And they help you one-on-one. Like me, trying to get a hold of me would be, a little difficult sometimes. Here is closest probably most of you would get. Trying to get it right now. Anything will help, and an effort is hope. That's right. What are you after, Miss Garcia? Please, what do you want to do, sweetie? It's tough out there, and people beat you up. And now in our country, meanness seems to count, and that's just the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. How are you gonna grow if you're mean? You can't, and that stops everybody else from growing. So if you're mean, the people around you won't grow either way. So if you're happy and cheerful, then you could help others grow too, and you will grow more. I think the more open-hearted you are, and the more joyful you are, the more you can grow, because you'll find what's special about you that you could contribute to other people. And that makes you grow. That makes your heart grow. Because if you're giving, then your heart will grow. And if your heart grows, then your insides will pick it up too. Trying to get it right now, anything will. Okay, what are you trying to do? Yeah, Vera? What are you looking for money for? Okay, whatever it is, go over to the left-hand side. Uh, go over on the left-hand side and look at Unlock My Goals. Okay, recently had an issue with a fraud with a former business partner. While I'm pursuing litigation and other forms of recovery in the mainstream, I would like to see if there any way in this group to help me. If there's anyone who can point me to the direction of business grants or other grants that can help me offset loss. Yes, go on the left-hand side, Joseph, and see Unlock My Goals. And don't, and look for starting a business. Or another thing I'll put here, and I think it's in this Unlock My Goals, is for more help. You want to find people locally that are trained to help people like you start or grow any kind of business. And everyone I give you will never ask you for money, okay? They're never going to ask you for money. So here's another way to do it, but the one on the left-hand side of the website, our website, Unlock Your Goals. Okay, it's tiny, Tiny, url.com/Lesco Lesco local business. Okay, tinyurl.com, Lesco local business. Trying to pay my child tuition balance. I can start at college. I had 2 surgeries after injury and keep home. Okay, now, all the money, the best place to start looking for money for college is on the left, okay? And you want Unlock My Goals, and then go to careers. That has the college money in it. Now for paying the student loans, call studentaid.gov and see what they say. And they have an 800 number, call them and understand what options are with them. Because you could pay as little as $10 a month, and actually next year it's going to start. If that doesn't, you're $10 a month, because it's based on income, how much you have to pay. But you have to learn your options, so there's not one thing. And you can't learn it from the people in financial services because they all selling you money. So call studentaid.gov first to find out what that is. I saw this guy on the Epstein. That means you were there too. I need a car number. I can't find it. Well, there's a lot of help for free cars. They go to tinyurl.com/LesGoCar. tinyurl.com/LesGoCar. There's about 200 sources there. Okay, so let me get more on the pay your student aid. Okay. I see I'm only. Okay, let me get in this, get some student aid help. I just did a couple of videos on that, so I know I got something. Hang on with me. Hang on, Swoopy. Swoopy, hang on. Okay. Okay, remember, all this stuff, you're gonna have to make more than one phone call to find help. Okay, that's what help is. It's calling a bunch of people and asking for help, okay? Okay, here's a bunch of sources that you wanna get for the student loan help. And you keep going down the list, check it twice, see who's naughty, see who's nice. Some will work with you, some won't. And you have to keep going. Okay, student loan stuff, okay? See that there. Trybold.org, it's where you can apply for student scholarships, okay? Delilah, I need emergency funding to pay off credit card debt. Okay, first thing to go over on on Unlock My Goal. You have to start calling people and making appointments, okay? And if you don't do that, nothing's gonna happen. You know, you're just gonna be worse off because you put it off too long and you're not taking it. It's okay if you don't do it right. You have to get special help. And these people, everyone I give you will never cost you money. So you have to make an appointment with these people and find out your options. And that's why you keep calling more people. Okay, I have a truck for my business as a luxury driver. I bought 2.5 weeks ago, and they're trying to repossess it already. Is it a buy where you pay here, place? And I was warned, but I'm so determined to work for myself. I jumped at it. Okay, well, you got to get out of that. And there's another way to be a driver without a car. I mean, if you get, to me, what I would do, don't have a car. You find a customer first, and then go rent a car for the day. Make sure you charge enough to pay for what the car is going to cost you. Somebody has charge, so buy a car, so now you're stuck. But get out of that fix first. And Jennifer, so go over and yeah, that's tinyurl.com/let's go car, Nikki. tinyurl.com/let's go car. But no, make an appointment. Go over to Unlock My Goals and where it has bills and debt, and make an appointment, please, and call 2 or 3 if one doesn't sound good. You got to get out of this problem because it's just going to keep you up all night. You don't want that. And then find another way to do this, and you get the free help with your business. And you do that by getting the mentors, the free mentors that are listed under starting a business. And that, you say, hey, can you help me do this? I want to get customers, and then when I have that, then to get a car, okay, for the day or 2 days or whatever you're going to do. And you're in the business. It's not perfect, yeah, because you don't have a lot of money to make things perfect, but you can make the goddamn business go. And it'll just be a little less perfect. And the most important thing about any business is getting a customer. Buying a car is easy once you have money. But see, you got money and you don't have a customer, you're screwed. You go out and learn how to get customers first. And then when you get enough revenue, then you buy a car. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I had an ice cream party last night. I should not have eaten so much ice cream. It's your fault. Oh, ice cream's my killer. I was a fat kid. And I exercise at least an hour and a half a day or so now, every day. And I've been running 6 miles a day for 40, 50 years, just so I don't become that fat kid again. And every time I see myself, I see the fat kid. So I got a lot of motivation. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Thank you so much for being so kind to me. And I love you all. I just try to open my heart as much as possible every day. And you help me do that. So thank you so much. Oh, God. Jennifer, sweet.